Putin announces cancellation nuclear with the US. Understand what the New START treaty is. Welcome to our channel. Stay on top of the important facts of the world. Be sure to enjoy our content and follow our channel. Now, let's go to the news. On Tuesday, 21st, President Vladimir Putin suspended the participation of Russia in the last treaty of nuclear weapons control signed with the United States. He also warned that the Russians have made new strategic weapons available for combat. Both countries still have vast arsenals of remaining nuclear weapons of the Cold War, whose numbers are currently limited by the New START, an agreement signed by the two countries in 2010 and should be valid by 2026. What is the New START treaty? Signed by Presidents Barack Obama and Dmitry Medvedev in 2010, the New START treaty limits the number of strategic nuclear warheads that the United States and Russia can use on missiles or weapons. The agreement came into force in 2011 and was extended in 2021 for another 5 years after Joe Biden's inauguration. The treaty allows US and Russia inspectors to access the weapons to ensure that both sides are complying with the agreement. Under the agreement, Moscow and Washington commit not to implement more than 1,550 strategic nuclear warheads and 700 missiles and long-range bombers. Each side can perform up to 18 inspections of strategic nuclear weapons every year to ensure that the other has not violated the limits of the treaty. However, inspections under the agreement were suspended in March 2020 due to COVID-19 pandemic. Negotiations between Moscow and Washington about the resumption of inspections should take place last November in Egypt, but Russia postponed and neither side has established a new date. Nuclear impasse. Russia said earlier this month that he wanted to preserve the treaty, despite what he called the US destructive approach to arms control. Together, Russia and the United States have about 90% of the world's nuclear warheads, and both sides emphasized that the war between nuclear powers should be avoided at all costs. However, the invasion of Ukraine through Russia has brought the two countries closer to a possible direct confrontation than at any other moment in the last 60 years. The United States accused Russia of violating the treaty by not allowing inspections in its territory, while Moscow warned that the West's determination to defeat Russia could prevent the treaty from being renewed when expanding in 2026. Russia said last year that the danger of a nuclear conflict is real and should not be underestimated, but should be avoided at all costs. Both the US and Russia have checks to ensure that its nuclear missiles cannot be accidentally used after years of tension during the Cold War led to some almost accidents. However, fears of a nuclear confrontation do not stop increasing since the invasion of Ukraine. Putin reminded the world the size and power of Moscow arsenal and said he is ready to use all the necessary means to defend the territorial integrity of Russia. Well, these were the updates. We hope the tensions will stop growing, right? Leave your opinions in the comments. Will the conflict last? Russia gives up. The conflict increases and involve NATO? Thank you for your attention. I see you soon.